Down Business with Aaron Kleiber. Yeah. Going Down Business with Aaron Kleiber. That's my dad.
I did it. Boom. Friends. Boom. Welcome to Growing Down Business. We're doing it. Dude, if you're watching on video, I'm checking my light. It's a little golden. What's happening in here? It's got a little golden lens flare here. What's happening? Friends, welcome to Growing Down Business. I said that already, but I repeat myself because something's wrong in my brain. All right, anyway, I can't look outside because I am a squirrel right now. That's what's wrong. If you've heard, my brain thinks too fast. It's called adult hyper something, whatever. Anyway, guys, I'm excited. Listen, if you have been listening to the podcast for a long time listener, first time watcher, because there are video episodes you can watch. Go check that out. You can go check that out on YouTube. But if you've been a long time listener, you know that this is probably, I don't know, the third or fourth episode of Grown Dad Business about candy, because it is a special time. It's a special time. October is a special time if you're addicted to candy, and I want to talk about it again. Yes, I do. And I'm bringing on CoPro. Hey, Sam. Boom. Little Sam.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Sam, holler at your boy. There he is. Always in the little screen for me. The CoPro. You could listen to Sam say more words on his podcast, the 500 Secretary Lounge. But I appreciate you. You're like a Rod Roddy. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Who is that? Wait.
Yeah, I'm Rod Roddy.
Yeah,
Rod Rowdy. I forget what.
No, Rod Roddy. Wasn't that Bob Barker's announcer?
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah. Is it
like
Rod Roddy?
Yeah, Rod Roddy, I believe. It was funny too. I'm
that guy. I knew who you were talking about.
Oh yeah. I dove into old Price is Rights a couple years ago, and man, they would like banter a little bit in the beginning.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I feel like it was like, you know, a late show in the band. He was like talking to the DJ.
Well, Bob.
Yeah, it was good. Dude, let's talk about candy.
Yes.
Like Cannn-Deyyy. It's my favorite song. I gotta talk about candy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm addicted to candy. I am, dude.
Yeah.
I have a problem.
Yeah.
I'm
a rather large fellow too.
Dude, years ago, I'm going to tell the same story 10 times on my podcast. That's what you get. Hey, we have like 200 some episodes. You're going to hear the same stories about my life because I only lived one of them. So when I lost a bunch of weight a handful of years ago, and then I hurt my back, and then I got half fat again. So anyway, there are two things when I went on a diet that I could not give up. It was the hardest thing ever to get rid of. It was so hard. And it was Italian hoagies. I've talked about Italian hoagies before. It was Italian hoagies, and which is not candy, but that is like Italian candy. Italian hoagies is like Italian candy. I could not give up Italian hoagies. They're so good. I had to have one like at least once a month. And I could not give up certain candy. It was so hard to give up candy. But here's what I found. I made up some excuse because I read something at some point, Sam. I made up some excuse to eat candy when I was working out, that you needed sugar like after you work out. And I heard like, oh, bodybuilders eat like gummies. But then I started eating like more like gummy candies, you know, like Sour Patch Kids and things like that. And which was not the case. It does not. I found out like it was like, what is it, like glycerin or whatever?
Yes.
I don't. Let's talk about facts we don't know, like every other podcast.
It's something similar to that. It's it's the glycerin, but it comes in a gummy form.
Well, right, and from what I understand, even like bodybuilders will eat like a couple packs of fruit snacks or something.
Yeah.
You know, after like to get some glycerin maybe or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll pound a whole. I was like, oh, I could pound a whole bag of Sour Patch Kids. That's not true. I didn't do that all the time.
But that
that's
wasn't
something I could not give up.
so Sour Patch Kids?
Dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it out of the bag right now. Sour Patch Kids. Dude. Right. I've been addicted to Sour Patch Kids the last 5 years. I don't know why. I've never been into that candy more than it's like, do you hit like a decade? Like you're like, I can't wait till I get to my Werther's original decade. Do you know what I mean? Like, is that how it works? I'm serious. Like, is it
You
like
graduate to hard
like
candy?
Sour Patch Kids in my 40s, and then in my 50s, I'm gonna be like, give Pap all the Butterfingers. I don't know. Right? Like, and then in my 60s, I'll be like, I like Whoppers. Yeah, I don't.
Oh man, you just nailed me as a 60-year-old. I love Whoppers.
Dude, that's okay. My middle school son likes Whoppers, and I was like, yeah, sure. Chocolate chalk.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about them, but I love them.
Do you like the Whoppers for that inside weird nougat or the chocolate outside?
I would have to say
it does have a weird crunch, doesn't it?
That's just it. It's kind of like what I do as when you're talking actual Whoppers.
Yeah.
That Whoppers brand melted milk. I crack those in half.
Actual Whoppers. Yeah.
I crack those in half and I suck the malted milk out of the middle.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
What kind of lizard people are you, Sam? You crack them open? That's like that's like my little one peeling hot dogs. I'm like, what the hell? What are you doing? That's not what that food does. You crack them open?
Yeah. If they're Whoppers.
Okay, that's a couple stages.
Now, if they're malted milk balls like the Brock's or like a specialty chocolate company. Yeah, absolutely.
I get it.
And I just chomp into them for the chocolate.
Dude, I don't have the patience for breaking open any candy. Same with cookies. Like my wife and all my kids, they'll like crack open an Oreo. I'm just like, get out of here, dunk and pound it. Let's go. What do you do? What are you doing? No, get out of here. Oh. I will say, hold on. Let me get it. We'll get into this. Let's take a pee break. How about that?
All right. Sounds good.
Dude, let's do it. Boom. Hey, thanks for taking a break. Appreciate you guys. Also, I appreciate you letting us take a break, like I said, but I appreciate everyone that's supporting on Patreon. You're the best. Thank you. I really can't do it without you. You're helping pay the bills, really, for this podcast. You're keeping the proverbial lights on of this podcast, so I appreciate that so much. I love yous, guys. Also, another way to support GrownDadShirts.com. These designs will be gone at the end of this year. I'm getting new designs. So if you want some of these ones, go check out GrownDadShirts.com. And
can't wait to see the new designs.
Dude, I have a bunch of ideas that are percolating. A couple that I definitely am going to do. I cannot wait. So yeah. Oh, and I didn't even mention, listen, I know I said join Patreon, but you get episodes early. You get bonus episodes. It's pretty awesome. And you're going to get stand-up.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, wait, there's more. That's my announcer voice. If you join Patreon, no, I'm not going to keep it complicated. Just boom. Just you get extra stuff. You get early stuff. Thank you. If you join, I send thank you cards and stickers, and even some tiers you get some merch. So that's rad. Yeah. Also, this episode, I want to say thank you so much to CandyStore.com. Go check out CandyStore.com because they have flat shipping under $10. It ships in one business day. And yeah, you can pretty much order as much candy as possible. It's amazing. All right. This is okay.
I love candy.
I telling everybody I'm addicted to Sour Patch Kids. I like chewy candy now. I still like chocolate, right? Everyone,
I could see that.
I feel like everyone has a pick for chocolate, right? Let's just throw it out right now. Like, what is it? What's the chocolate you're stealing off your kids?
Oh, like out of their bags.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna take their Whoppers because most of them don't want it. But
dude, I'm mailing you a ton of Whoppers because nobody eats them here but my son. And then it's like Thanksgiving, like it's December 10th, and he's still eating pounding Whoppers. I'm like, dude, where did you get all those? He's like, I had a whole bag of them. Like,
Nobody like.
yeah, he's like hiding Whoppers in his bedroom because nobody's looking for him. But he's the only one that likes
Nobody
them.
cares.
The Whopper hoarder.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have to. He just gets it all. You know, it's an embarrassment.
We all fight over the chocolates. I'll eat any chocolates, but that's the thing. I will eat all those leftover chocolates. Dude.
But which ones are you taking first?
The kids, they won't eat like the Milky Ways, the Three Musketeers. They're kids, you know. They don't know what's happening, dude. I'll crush, dude. I'll crush them all, dude. I'll eat them all. I have faves, whatever. If I have to pick, you know. But
yeah, I just reach in and grab a couple.
Dude, give me some chocolate.
Yep.
I will say my old dad picks. I'll tell you right now. I'll go for a great $100,000. Oh yeah. I'll go for a Baby Ruth, that random 1 or 2 baby Ruths in the trick or treat bag. Yeah, dude. I'll grab that random whatchamacallit. Yeah, they're still out there. Oh yeah.
Whatchamacallit is a very underrated candy.
Yes. And let's not forget the random payday. I will take a peanut caramel payday any day. I think the kids neglect the peanuts, the peanut chocolate, the peanut candy. It's bomb. Kids don't like peanuts. It's a dad food. I get it. No problem. I understand.
You know, they reintroduced it here recently, but I can remember back in the day when the payday had a chocolate covered one, and it was the rave.
I know what you're talking about. And then I bet you Baby Ruth was like, chill, dude.
Baby Ruth was like, you best step back.
Dude, that's our
payday
move.
Brought it back.
I know. Dude, I will say, now that I'm addicted to this chewy candy, and my kids are too. Like here's what we watched. We watched a Halloween movie. I want to recommend. I found another Halloween movie. If back on Patreon, we actually talked about this. We talked about horror movies that I watched with my family, and maybe I shouldn't. But I did find a good one. Even if you have little kids, they were intrigued because it was spooky, but they also thought it was funny. Dude, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. They thought it was as funny as I remembered when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Now they're like, can we watch the Mummy one? They want to watch like Abbott and Costello meet the Mummy, meet Frankenstein. So fun. And for my little one, she likes dark and scary. Her favorite movie is Beetlejuice. I don't even want to. I don't know what we have 3. We did pretty good. But dude, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Little bonus tip, I'm telling you. So me and my kids, we actually, it was because my oldest and my wife went to go see the Taylor Swift movie. So I was home with the kids, and I don't know how to say this. Me and my two little ones, not my little ones. It's my middle school son and my little elementary one, little Beetlejuice. We crushed a pound bag, I think, of Sour Patch Kids, or was it a half pound? No, it was a half pound bag of Sour Patch Kids. And I will say, one of the best bonding moments with my little kids is we love burning our tongues off with Sour Patch Kids. And I did not know that like Sour Patch Kids like burned your tongue off. I just thought that like your taste buds get numb. I did not know the science until I'm
actually
sitting there
burning them.
Yeah, you know, I thought I should look this up. Like, our taste buds are like just feel crazy from the Sour Patch blast, you know? Turns out Sour Patch Kids, there's some form of acid in Sour Patch Kids that is burning a layer of our tongue off.
Wow.
Didn't know that.
That's exciting.
Yeah, didn't know that. But I'll tell you what, it still feels so good, and I would keep doing it. I will keep burning my tongue with Sour Patch Kids, and my kids love it too. It was literally the next morning, and we're like, my tongue is like.
Does it turn red, or does it just burn?
Oh, it's a lot of fun when you brush your teeth at night or use mouthwash, and it's literally just feels like you burned your whole tongue. but it kind of feels good. Do you know what I mean? Like it kind of feels good.
Yeah.
Then you put mouthwash on, and I'm like, oh, it's like burning every.
Oh, that hurt a little.
Yeah, probably not good. Probably not good for you. It's probably not. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe not repetitively.
Yeah. So now, dude, when my kids were little, by the way, that was one of the. It's tough now because we're eating the old dad candy. We were talking about the chocolate. Now, I can't take the dad tax with a lot of candy because they like the stuff I like now. They like the Sour Patch Kids. They like the, they like Skittles now because they didn't like this chewy stuff when they were little. Now, dude, I love all this stuff. I love it, all the stuff. Now they eat it all. My kids eat it all now. I will say, by the way, did you know this is crazy? I just mentioned Skittles. Skittles now we fight over Skittles as well. And I don't know. Let me ask you. Hold on. Let me finish my thought.
Yeah.
Okay, we do fight over Skittles.
Okay.
That's one thing we do fight
Do
over.
you win more than you lose when it comes to Skittles?
Dude, if we get Skittles, we rip open. That's what we do. We make like a potluck, or like we make like a community. Dude, we just rip like 10 packages open, and then like we all like eat colors at the same time, right? Like that's the fun because they do taste different. You know what I mean? So
unlike Fruit Loops, all the flavor of Fruit Loops are the same.
Not like Fruit Loops, dude. Fruit Loops are liars. Skittles, though,
Skittles
we mix
are
flavors. You're like, ooh, you got to try, this with this, like you do with jelly beans, right? That's what you got to do. But now, I don't know if anybody heard that in the next 5 years, Skittles are going to be illegal in California. And I know that the people are probably going to start following suit like other states because there are ingredients in candy like Skittles and most specifically red number 3. Did you know this?
No.
So the red Skittles give you cancer. How about that, guys? Do you believe that? And they're banned like all over Europe and things like that. And they're finally, I guess, California's like, maybe we should do the same thing.
They'll figure. They've got to have a plan in place, like already knowing what they're going to switch to by the time it hits the U.S.
I think that's part of what it is that like there are lobbyists that are, I guess, good also. So they're like, hey, Skittles, or who owns Skittles? It's like, yo, change your formula, or really just like, you got to start doing your European formula here. Sorry, you can't ship formaldehyde from Thailand anymore.
Right.
Now you have to use real corn oil or what, or whatever. Right. But anyway.
Aren't Skittles flammable?
I know. I don't know. Let me say, I was wondering if that would, I didn't know if it was a big deal. Apparently, like Skittles are low on the list in California. Like, I even looked up like the most liked candies. Dude, let me tell you the most popular candies in America. Okay. Skittles is not like on any state. None of them. I thought they would be. I thought more people would be pissed. But yeah, California's favorite is M&M's. So that's
M&M's has got to be like the overwhelming top for a lot of states, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, actually M&M's is yeah, wow, look at that. Missouri? Huh?
Okay.
Let's see. North and South Carolina.
What about Florida?
Florida, dude. Reese Cups.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oregon and California M&M's. Yeah, interesting. Dude, you are from Ohio.
Yes.
And I will say,
I live in Ohio.
Or I'm sorry, you're not from Ohio.
I'm from Indiana.
You're from
in
Indiana. And Indiana, kind of normal. Indiana, Starburst. Couple states. You're up there with like Michigan, Indiana. Okay. South Dakota loves Starburst. So, all right. You're a very reserved people. Yeah. That's what it says about your states. But Ohio, bro, I don't know what the hell It's so funny because as soon as I pictured like everyone from Ohio is just walking around with their favorite candy, the only state, by the way, that it's their favorite candy. I guess you like surprises. I don't know. It's the blow pop.
Yeah,
That's so. I
they're
just picture everyone in
ridiculous
Ohio
around
walking around, like just eating their blow pops, walking around. You know what I mean?
here.
Because there's only like 3 states that have lollipops or suckers, and it's you guys. It's Tennessee. They love Tootsie Pops, and Washington State loves Tootsie Pops. But you guys are the lone blow pops.
It's like you're
Ohio,
walking along.
the lone blow pop.
You've got to be like, yeah, I don't know where I'm going. Excuse me, sir. And they've got to pop the blow pop out of their mouth. Yes, you just go straight down. Yes, go down.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous. They are all over the place.
Here's a weird thing. So one of my favorite candies, Sour Patch Kids,
Yeah.
not even in the list where I'm from, Pennsylvania. Dude, Pennsylvania, I just think it says even more about this state. It's so weird because like politics, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia end up being the blue nipples of Pennsylvania. Okay. Everywhere in between that, they call Pennsyltucky. It's a weird state. Okay. Everywhere in State College and northeast of that thinks they're New York.
Yep.
Okay. All of Erie thinks they just live at a lake. They don't even. That's just Pennsylvania. So it is fitting that Pennsylvania is a state that is kind of mixed up, kind of like Nevada and Arizona. We love the mixed chocolate bag. The
Like
variety
rocks?
fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Apparently, according to candystore.com, check them out. $9.95 shipping and under. It's awesome. It's the variety bag of like the Hershey's, the Mr. Good bars, the Crackles.
Oh, the Hershey's Minis.
Yeah, the Hershey's mini bag. That's what you would call it. Pennsylvania is apparently like, we like choices, okay?
Some days I'm
Sometimes
dark.
I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I'll just like a solid milk chocolate Hershey bar. Sometimes I like a little peanut in there. And then they throw in the little almond Hershey. Dude, come on. I'm going to say the Pennsylvania pick is actually not bad.
What
You get a
about the
little bit of
Crackle
everything.
bar?
Meanwhile, you're in
Crackle bar?
Ohio with their fave, walking around with blow pops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Looking like you're a vendor of the night. Walking around. How you doing, Daddy? You know what I mean? That's Ohio. Walking around with their favorite blow pop. But I will say, at least you're not Washington State and Tennessee with a Tootsie Pop, because a Tootsie Pop is a weird thing, bro. I used to tell a joke about it, and here it goes. I don't like lollipops that when you're eating it and you forget that there's a surprise that may feel like a small piece of turd inside. That don't make sense. I don't know why you want to have it like blow pops make sense. Blow pops, right? You know what I mean? And you're like, ooh, little bubblegum surprise. Tootsie Pop, you're like, what is that? That's like, what is that? It's like a little dog turd. You should be picking it up with your green newspaper bag. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand how Tootsie Pops are your favorite when there are other lollipops that have other surprises in it, like bubblegum.
That's not to say I haven't enjoyed a Tootsie Pop. It's just I don't want to forget and then be like, ooh.
I don't see. My wife loves Tootsie Rolls, and I just don't get they're like little turds. I don't, you know what I mean? And it's a weird chocolate taste. After you have like 2 or 3 of them, it has this weird waxy taste that I'm like, what was
like
that?
Paraffin. It's like you're eating a candle.
Oh, paraffins. That's what it is. That's what everyone in Europe isn't eating that keeps us so smart and angry. It's paraffins in our candy. Oh boy. Maybe what if we find out that's what it is? It's all these additives in our candy that just make us like rage mongers, like a little bit, like it's like a micro dose of rage, kind of like in
We've just
in
been
the
a science
Crazies
experiment.
Remember the movie The Crazies? There was one with Timothy Olyphant, but also near and dear George Romero's Crazies, with my friend Sam Nicotero in there and other Pittsburgh actors. Randy Kovitz. Little dude. Pittsburgh shout out The Crazies. But that's what I think the chemicals in the candy is doing to us. Like all this, it's giving us cancer, but also they're microdosing us rage.
Yeah. We've been a science experiment for
I know.
60 years.
I kind of want to know, since I like Sour Patch Kids so much, I kind of want to figure out why I don't live in a state that loves Sour Patch Kids. This is hilarious, okay? The 3 places that love Sour Patch Kids, I don't know what it says about the states, but they're very different. Illinois, Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
And then Maine and Texas. 2 very different states that love microdosing torture in their mouth. They're like, yeah, Texas, we love a certain kind of pain on our tongue. And then the people in Maine, they're very calm and they just sit there and look at the serene scenery, quiet while they
and
burn.
Just get an evil smile on their face.
Yeah, evil Maine smile where they burn the first layer of their tongue skin off. Sour Patch Kids. Endorsed.
Here's a question real quick.
What?
If you were forced to live either in either state, your favorite or the one you live in now, but only have to eat that candy ever again, would you move to Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd uproot and move.
You know what? I will say, if I had to pick one of those Sour Patch states, it would be a hard choice. I feel like, well, I don't, Texas is a Wild West now. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. So is Chicago. I think I'm moving to the cabin in the woods, eating Sour Patch Kids, looking at the lake. That's what I think I'm doing. I will say, I was surprised that. So I was looking at these stats, candystore.com. The most popular Halloween candy in the nation, like the top 10. It's funny. So Skittles were not anywhere, but they're still number 4 on the list. That means that
There's
they're
a lot
like
of number 2s in that list.
Yeah, a lot of number 2, number 3 for Skittles. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Same with Reese Cups. There was only like 1 state that had Reese Cups, but they're in the top 10. Yeah. Same with, like, there was no Snickers in there. Snickers came in at top 10. The mini bars, which is my state's number 1, is the Hershey mini bars, which you named them aptly perfectly, and that's what they call them. Mm-hmm. They're number 9. Dude, the only state that had number 8, candy corn, Utah. No alcohol, only eats candy corn. I get it. Follow your heart, friends.
Do you ever eat candy corn?
No, bro. No.
Now, I'm not a fan of just candy corn, but you put dry roasted peanuts mixed in with the candy corn. It's really so they complement each other so well.
So you're saying the dad move with candy corn is to eat it with dry roasted peanuts?
Yes.
I don't know, dude.
Give it a shot.
I hate candy corn. I don't know if I can try that.
Well, what you do is you take a small handful of peanuts and one of those, and you could at least get the taste.
Kind of like the M&Ms with the popcorn. That's bomb.
Yeah.
Or Reese Pieces. Oh, snap. I'm surprised, honestly, Reese Pieces weren't on there, on the list. 7, Hershey Kisses. 6, Starburst. A couple states with Starburst. My little one hoards Starburst. She loves them. Loves them. Dude, number 5. Dude, the top 5 is, I don't know if you would expect this. I did not. They're like I said, some of them are not on the states list. Sour Patch Kids is number 5, so that's got to be a top 5 for a lot of people. Okay. Plus, you think that the population of Illinois and Texas really help with loving Sour Patch Kids,
right?
Dude, number 4, soon to be banned, Skittles. Number 3 blew my mind, dude. I did not think of this, but I kind of like them. Hot tamales.
Huh.
Yeah, dude. A spicy candy in there. I like it. But number 3, I feel like, dude, there's got to be 50, 60, 70% of the people in the country like spicy stuff. You know what I mean? If I like burning my tongue off with acid, then,
True.
I'll throw in a little hot tamales with a couple Mike and Ikes. You know what I mean? Get a
For
little
sure.
fruity, get a little spicy.
That's right.
Get a little fruit. You know what I'm saying? Little Mike and Ike, little hot tamale, get a little fruity, get a little spicy. That's a new T-shirt right there. M&Ms are number 2. Obviously, it's like every single kid under 3 who's trick-or-treating, that's all they're eating. It's M&Ms. Because, I mean, plain M&Ms were basically reserved for the little kids that we had in our house at all times.
Yep.
The M&Ms, by the way, that we got trick-or-treating for our little kids, I want to say thank you to everyone that gives out regular M&Ms because that helps us potty train. I appreciate you out there because that's what we did. We gave out little M&Ms, little fun-size M&Ms every time. Because of you, regular M&M trick-or-treat friends, our kids learned how to get potty trained. Thank you so much.
You're the reason why he's not wading through diapers to this day.
Exactly. I will say it makes sense that number 1 was hit by a couple states, but it's also, I think, like everyone's probably number 1 or number 2 chocolate go-to. And I will tell you, this is something that we pull out of our kids' bags. We take, if we take a 10% dad tax, parent tax, what's your dad tax? About 10%, right?
Yeah, about that.
Yes, that's what it works out to be. I will say our dad tax that everyone loves, but we got to take it, is the Reese Cups. That's number 1. Number 1, I feel like Reese Cups because that's got to be on everyone's number 1 or number 2 chocolate list. Yeah. Reese Cups, dude.
I'm not a cold chocolate person, so I've got to make sure that they're not like chilled.
Ooh, dude. It's funny you say that. That's something that I find that I'm very opposite with a lot of people about, but I will tell you, my go-to move is cold candy. I love it. Not all candy, but I love a frozen Butterfinger. What?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Dude, a frozen Reese Cup? Oh, so good. But I'll tell you what.
I can handle that. I just, for some reason, I don't like the waxiness of the chocolate when it gets cold.
I know what you're talking about. There's some candies that are like that, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave you guys with this. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna leave. I gotta leave you with this. Go check out candystore.com. This is one of my favorite things about the fall. I'm almost looking forward. I look forward more to. I want to say my favorite time of the year, dude, is probably from like Halloween week until Christmas. Like it is, everyone loves it. But what I mean is it's everything that comes with it. And part of it is the candy going into the fall. And I'll tell you why. And this is not even for Patreon. This is for everybody. Listen, the go-to is that when you have that, you're talking about frozen candy, but the go-to is when you have all that chocolate from Halloween and you're able to have campfires. We love having campfires in our little yard. Bro, not only do you stock up on the plain Hershey bars, by the way, the plain Hershey bars, we just say, boom, throw it in the s'more bucket. That's for s'mores. But then you got all that chocolate in November. That's when we do Reese Cup s'mores. Oh, the different flavors. Have you ever had a Hershey's almond s'more? Oh, baby. Have you ever had a Mallow Cup s'more? Yeah, that's right, America. Mallow Cups aren't everywhere around. Yeah, that's right. Have you ever tried that? Dude, let me tell you something. Mallow Cups aren't that great. But if you warm them up a little bit, put them on a little gram, dude, with an additional, what you do is you do the Hershey bar, then you do the Mallow Cup, then you do the marshmallow on top of the Mallow Cup. I'm talking a s'more Big Mac. That's what I'm talking. That's a go-to. What can I say?
I like that.
I'm a fat pig.
I've stopped eating s'mores. I'm not
these
a big.
These are thick tips. Grown dad thick tips.
I'm not a big roasted marshmallow fan.
Dude, we're
I
addicted.
don't hate them, but I just am not a huge fan
I
of them.
get
So I occasionally eat them, but not often.
You're impatient. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's delayed gratification. I know.
Yeah.
You're like one of my little ones. She'll just be like, "Can I just eat plain marshmallows?"
See, I'm not a big marshmallow fan though.
We're
really.
at the campfire and she's pounding a bag of marshmallows. We're like, we need to make some.
No,
I
you
know.
get your own bag. These are mine.
Dude, I'm looking forward to candy. I can't wait. Sam, as always, I appreciate you chatting with me. Dude.
No problem.
Because you know what? I appreciate people listening. I don't want to keep them for too long. You know what I mean? People are already
gotcha.
listening to me talk to their face. And
Yeah.
you especially. You're just hey, if you want to hear Sam talk more, him and the dudes over at 500 Section Lounge podcast, they have amazing guests. Dude, go check them out. And I'm coming back soon. I'm coming back on the 500 Section Lounge to hang out. Fun times.
We'll figure out a date and time and get it out there.
Yeah. Friends, once again, you want to help and support the show, join Patreon. You'll get early shows, bonus shows, maybe some merch, some fun thank yous, and growndadshirts.com. Sam, you're the best. We did it.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm going to play you guys out. If you join Patreon, go check out some of our bonus episodes on there. Not every week, but most weeks we have bonuses. Go check it out. Friends, come see me live as well. I have shows right now. I am doing a lot of projects right now around my hometown. I am not on the road as much, but I'm making some trips out west during the fall. And if you're from Western Pennsylvania and Ohio, I'm going to be around. Go check it out. Also, do me a favor. If you are a listener of my podcast, Sam, if you can tell your friends, one of the things I've been working on is my stand-up comedy game show, Stand Up, Get Down. Friends, if you are a follower of mine, go check out Stand Up, Get Down.
Mm-hmm.
It has its own pages. It has clips on YouTube. It has clips on TikTok, on Instagram, and Facebook. Go check out Stand Up, Get Down, my stand-up comedy game show. And if you are from around Pennsylvania, Ohio, we have monthly shows, and we have shows coming around the country in 2024. I'm very excited for that. Also, more stand-up shows. So, yeah, that's it. Sam, I'm going to play us out with my friend Kid Mental, who's also part of the Stand Up Get Down show, live loops during the live show with Stand Up Get Down. Love you, and you're the best. Be kind, be funny. We did it. This is the jam. Peace, Sam.
See ya.